Welcome back. This is part 2 of problem 3. So at the end of the part 1, we have finished which particular basic cell leaves from the basis, and also we have calculated which non-basic cell enters into the basis, and we have prepared the next transportation table, that is table 2. So you see in the table 2 what are the changes which are took place. From the table 1 we have taken first, and then remaining all the basic cells we have taken, considered, written as it is. So now what we have to calculate? So now we have to examine again what is the number of basic cells, how many number of basic cells are there. You have to count. That is whether it is equal to m plus n minus 1 or not. That we have to check. So if you check whether the number of basic cells are m plus n minus 1 or not. You see here 3 plus 4 minus 1, which are 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are exactly 6 number of basic cells are there. Therefore, we can continue. What is the next step? In the next step, we have to find out, determine the values of ui and vj. We have to find out the values of ui and vj. That is by assigning arbitrarily one particular value as 0, and remaining values are to be calculated with the help of the formula ui plus vj minus eij. That is zij minus eij is equal to ui plus vj minus eij. For which connecting, that is by considering only the basic cells. By simple addition and subtraction we can do this. So you see here, corresponding to this we have two basic cells. Therefore, if you observe here, this is one basic cell, 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. If you consider this basic cell, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Finished. Now again I consider this value. If you consider this value and if you consider this basic cell, then 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Finished. And if you consider this particular value and this particular basic cell, then 4 plus minus 1 is equal to 3. 4 plus minus 1 is equal to 3. So I write minus 1 clearly. 4 plus minus 1. 4 minus 1. That is 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Finished. Similarly, if you consider this basic cell, 1 plus how much it is equal to 8, that is 7. 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. This is 1, this is 8. 7 plus 1, 1 plus 7, 8. Next again, if you consider, you have to consider this particular value, and this is the basic cell. If you consider this basic cell and this is the value, 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So therefore, all ui vj values have been determined through basic cells. Remember, through basic cells. And then now we have to calculate net evaluations by using the formula zij minus ciij is equal to ui plus vj minus ciij. This is what the formula. The net evaluations we have to calculate for all non-basic cells, which means unoccupied cells, 1, 2, etc. The 6 basic cells, non-basic cells will be there. So therefore, I start the calculations. 0 plus 7. 7 minus 6, it is 1. You have to write within the parentheses brackets in the right hand side top corner. 0 plus 3. 3 minus 5. Minus 2. This is another non-basic cell. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 minus 9, 4. Minus 4. 5 minus 9, minus 4. 1 plus 3. This is another non-basic cell. 1 plus 3, 4. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 minus 7, that is minus 3. And again come here, this is another non-basic cell. 7 minus 1, 6. 6 minus 4, it is 2. Plus 2. Again calculate 7 minus 1. 7 plus minus 1, that is 7 minus 1. It is 6. 6 minus 4, ui plus vj minus eij. 6 minus 4, it is plus 2. You calculate, come to the in this base non-basic cell. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 plus minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 6, minus 6. So now you see what are the now you have to, after calculating the net evaluations, now you have to examine the sign of Zij minus Cij. All are negative, greater than equal, less than equal 0 or not. If not, then we have to proceed. So 1 is positive. We got one positive. So therefore no need to check remaining all. So if at least one positive is there, that is if at least one Zij minus Cij is greater than 0, then we have to consider maximum amongst them. Maximum positive net evaluation. So which means we have to calculate any more positive net evaluation is also there. If only one, you have to consider this. If not, we have to, this is one, another one. So there are two. So therefore you have to calculate the formula. Maximum of Zij minus Cij, for which Zij minus Cij is greater than 0. This is the formula. I am writing again and again. You see here, this is what the formula description is very required. Zij minus Cij is greater than 0. It must be greater than 0. That is positive only. Here 1 and 2. 1 comma 2. The maximum is 2. In which particular cell? This is cell 3 comma 1. In which particular cell? Cell 3 comma 1. In the cell 3 comma 1. So therefore cell 3 comma 1. Therefore cell 3 1 enters the basis. Enters into the basis. That is what the we find out on particular which particular non-basic cell which enters into the basis. That is, you see here, from here onwards we have to prepare a loop. This is what it is required to prepare a loop, right? So which means after finding this particular value, that is this particular which particular cell, non-basic cell enters into the basis, then we have to identify a closed loop which starts and ends at the same entering non-basic cell. So here onwards, you have to prepare a loop which starts here and which ends here by connecting only basic cells. Okay, which means you have to go in a particular direction, and then you have to turn to the row, and then you turn to the column, and then you have to turn to the one particular row and column, etc. And then again we have to come back for this particular cell. So cell 3 1. Now you start here. So you see, observe the loop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, very good. That's a one very good loop we obtained, right? So again I repeat, loop is one and only one exists. It is unique. You no need to confuse. You just take the direction and start from the particular non-basic cell and start the loop, start drawing the loop. Okay, go in one particular direction and again turn to the another particular direction, another basic cell, turn to the another basic cell, turn to the another basic cell. That's all. Please continue it, whichever you get. That's all. You will get one and only one. It's unique. It can be obtained unique. You see here, I am going in this direction. First of all, I go to the cell 2 comma 1, and then I go to directly cell 2 comma 3. Put an arrow mark clearly. I am taking arrow marks, and again I am going to the cell 1 comma 3, and again I am going to cell 1 comma 2, and again I am going to the cell. You see here, cell 3 comma 2, and again I come back to the cell 3 1. This is what a wonderful loop we have obtained. So that my another particular important objective is to learn how to draw the loops. Many kinds of loops. Why I have considered northwest corner rule and matrix minimum method to obtain UV method. That is to solve the problem by UV method. Why don't consider VAM? VAM is the one simplest method. But I have considered to prove in all the solutions by taking from northwest to VAM. Any method if you consider to calculate initial, you will get the optimum solution is unique. That is first point. And the second point, to learn some number of many number of loops exist. Various number of loops exist while taking one particular table to while going one particular table to another particular table and to form a loop, to learn how to draw a loop. That is another particular important objective. So therefore you start here plus theta and allocate here minus theta and go in one particular direction, plus theta and minus theta and plus theta and minus theta, and you see here this is again plus theta, and plus minus plus minus plus minus alternately to all the cells of the loop, assign plus and minus signs, positive and negative signs, and then allocate theta. This is what we have to do. Both simultaneously I have completed. Plus theta, I have allocated plus theta starting with positive, that is plus theta, starting with positive sign in the entering non-basic cell. That is, this is what entering non-basic cell 3, 1. Therefore, plus theta, minus theta, plus theta, minus theta, plus theta, minus theta. Alternated to all the cells of the loop in the basic, that is in the loop. Alternated to all the cells of the loop, you have to consider. Starting with entering non-basic cell. Right, so this is what the procedure. Now, from this, you have to calculate the value of theta. Right, now I calculate the value of theta, that is theta is going to determine in this particular way. So theta is equal to minimum of the quantities made in the negative signs of the loop, the quantities made in the negative signs of the loop, which are the cells you have to consider, the quantities you have to consider, and in the cells which are having negative signs of the loop, that is theta. So now you see here negative signs, here 6, the quantity is 6. This is another negative sign, quantity is 5. This is another negative sign. Yeah, definitely, it is 1. So the value is 1. Hope you understand. This is one negative sign, the quantity is 6. Go in this direction, this is another particular negative sign, the quantity is 5. This is another negative sign, this quantity is negative sign, quantity is 1. So therefore I have considered 6, 5, 1, the quantity is. So in which the minimum quantity is 1. So it is obtained in the cell 3, 2. It is in the cell 2, not 2, 3, 2. It is in the cell 3, 2. So therefore cell 3, 2 leaves the basis. Leaves the basis. That is what you have to understand again. So this procedure, entire procedure determines which particular basic cell leaves from the basis. So here cell 3, 2 which leaves from the basis. So after this particular table, what we have obtained, cell 3, 1 enters the basis and cell 3, 2 leaves the basis. Now we have to go to the next table. Consider next table. I consider table 3 here. I consider table 3 here. So I write first of all cast 6, 8, 4 and 4, 9, 3, 1, 2, 6, 5, 7, 2. And I prepare u1 is equal to 0, u2 is equal to, and 3 is equal to. And I prepare here v1, v2, v3, v4. Okay. So what we have next here? From table 2 to table 3. What we have to enter first? I will tell you in these calculations in the next class, next part. So now I end part 2 of the problem 3, So this is end of the part 2. We will discuss in part 3 remaining. Thank you.